Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I want you to listen carefully because this might be the most important video you watch this year. I'm not saying this to be dramatic. Every day you are losing something without even realizing it. You are losing brain power. Not because of a disease, but slowly, quietly, your brain is getting older, weaker, and slower. And most people do nothing to stop it. You scroll on your phone for hours, follow the same boring routine every day, avoid anything that feels uncomfortable, and then wonder, why am I forgetting things? Why don't I feel smart anymore? Why does life feel heavy and dull? The reason is simple. Your brain is not being trained. If you don't take control now, if you don't protect it and exercise it like a muscle, your mind will slowly weaken. This video isn't for people who just want fun tips. It's for those who want to fight for their mind, who want to stay sharp, creative, full of life, even at 50, 60, or 70. I'm going to share 16 powerful habits to keep your brain young. These are not the usual tips you see everywhere. They are practical, tested, and life-changing. Follow them, and you won't just have a younger brain. You will think faster, speak smarter, feel better, wake up full of energy, sleep deeply, and stop feeling like life is slipping by. At the same time, this video will help your English. While learning how to keep your brain young, you will also improve your listening, understanding, and confidence. So you are training your brain and your English together. Let's start. Habit 1. Use your other hand sometimes. It sounds simple, but don't underestimate it. Think of your brain like a tree. Every time you do something new or difficult, it grows new branches. If you repeat the same thing every day, the tree stays still. No growth, no strength. Using your non-dominant hand for brushing teeth, eating, opening doors, or writing wakes your brain up. You're not just moving a hand, you're building new brain connections. You are training your brain to stay flexible, alert, and sharp. For example, if you usually use your right hand, try eating with your left today. It might feel awkward, maybe you spill some food, and you might feel frustrated. But that's exactly the point. That struggle tells your brain, this is new. I need to focus. I need to grow. People who do this kind of brain exercise have better memory, faster thinking, and lower risk of brain aging. Start now. Try writing your name with your other hand or brushing your teeth with it. Not for fun, but to fight brain laziness. Lazy brains grow old fast. Habit 2. Do one hard thing every day. Most people want an easy life. They avoid things that feel scary, painful, or uncomfortable. But your brain stays young only when it struggles. Comfort makes it weak. Doing one hard thing every day challenges your brain like a warrior. Speaking English even when you are scared, waking up early when you feel tired, saying no to junk food, talking to someone new, going to the gym, studying even when exhausted, all these force your brain to grow stronger. There was a man named David, 44 years old. He used to be sharp, but now he felt tired, unfocused, and weak. His doctor told him his brain felt old because he stopped doing hard things 10 years ago. David started small, a 20-second cold shower every day, reading one page of a book he didn't like, walking alone for 20 minutes with no phone. Within 30 days, he said his brain felt electric again, not because of pills, but because of challenge. The lesson: pick one hard thing today, not tomorrow. Today. Then pick another tomorrow. Comfort is quietly destroying your brain if you ignore this. Habit 3. Stay away from screens for some time every day. Your phone is making your brain lazy. Every time you scroll, your brain jumps from one thing to another. It's like giving a child sugar every 3 seconds. The child becomes wild and unfocused. That's what happens to your brain. Most people cannot even sit alone in silence for 5 minutes. They panic and grab their phone like oxygen. This is brain addiction. People who are always online forget things, can't focus, and feel mentally slow. The solution is simple. Start small. Turn off all screens for just 30 minutes a day. No phone, no music, no YouTube, no noise. Sit, walk, think, or write. Let your brain breathe. Doing this daily will restore your focus, help you remember yourself, and make your brain heal. Habit 4, sleep in a dark, silent room. Do you sleep with lights on, TV on, or your phone next to your head? If yes, your brain is not resting. Sleep is when your brain cleanses itself, repairs memory, resets emotions, and grows stronger. But only if it's deep, quiet, and dark. Even a small light prevents deep sleep. You wake up tired, foggy, irritable, forgetful, and older than your real age. Imagine two people with the same job and stress. One sleeps in complete darkness and silence. The other sleeps with lights and phone notifications. After 30 days, the first feels energetic and focused. The second is tired, stressed, and unfocused. Make your room like a cave. Pitch black, earplugs, eye mask, turn off all sounds, keep the phone away. This is not a small change, it's life changing. Sleeping with distractions slowly destroys your brain. Habit 5, walk alone in nature without your phone. When was the last time you walked alone and just listened to the wind, birds, trees, or your own thoughts? If you cannot remember, your brain is trapped. We are born to experience life with our senses. Today, most people only see life through a screen. Walking alone in nature, even 10 minutes, resets your nervous system, lowers stress, improves memory boostivity, and reminds your brain of peace. A woman named Eliza had panic attacks, brain fog, and stress. Her therapist told her, "No pills, just walk outside every day without your phone." At first, she hated it. She felt bored and restless. After a week, she noticed the birds, the sky, her own thoughts again. Her panic slowed, her focus returned, not magic, but nature, the medicine her brain had forgotten. Your challenge: find a quiet park, garden, or tree-lined road. Leave your phone at home. Walk, breathe, observe. Do this daily, not for fun or exercise, but for survival. If you cannot be alone with your thoughts, you are not in control. Noise is drowning your brain, and one day it may destroy you. Habit 6, read something that challenges your thinking. Most people read what is comfortable and agrees with them. But if your brain is never confused, it never grows. The mind is like a muscle. If you only lift light weights, it stays weak. You need to read things that make you stop and think. Books or articles that challenge your beliefs, stories from cultures you don't understand, science ideas that seem strange. This forces your brain to think deeply, not just react. For example, Marcus, 36, believed all rich people were greedy. Then he read a book about a millionaire who donated 90% of his money. It shocked him and changed his perspective. His brain woke up after years of sleeping. Now he reads challenging books on purpose, and his mind feels 10 years younger. Don't just read to relax. Read to challenge your brain. Pick something uncomfortable, stay with it. Think and fight to understand. If you always agree with what you read, you are not thinking, you are following. Followers don't have young minds. Many people today have tired, lazy brains that stop learning. Habit 7, try to remember without checking. This one will feel uncomfortable because most of us are addicted to the opposite. Forget something? Check Google. Forget a number? Check your phone. Forget a name? Ask again. It feels normal, right? But every time you do that, your brain gets weaker. You are training it to be lazy. Your brain thinks, don't worry, I'll check later, and it stops working hard. This habit is called active recall, forcing your brain to pull information out without help. It's hard, it hurts, but that struggle is what keeps your brain sharp. Take Sarah, a 25-year-old college student. She used to forget everything: her schedule, lessons, passwords. Her teacher told her to stop writing everything down and use her brain like a toolbox, not a trash can. She started small. Before checking anything, she waited 60 seconds and tried to remember. After 1 month, she noticed a huge difference. She remembered more, learned faster, and became more confident when speaking. Not because she studied harder, but because she stopped outsourcing her memory. Simple rule: before you check, pause, close your eyes, and try to recall. Every time you remember on your own, you grow new brain connections. Every time you skip that chance, you weaken them. This habit can be the difference between a brain that ages and a brain that stays alive. Habit 8: do something new you're bad at. You will hate this one. Your ego will fight it, but your brain grows the most when you fail, not when you win. Want a young brain? Look stupid on purpose. Learn piano, try public speaking, dance badly, cook a new recipe, or draw a sketch. Your brain doesn't care about looking cool. It cares about growth. Think about it. Every time you forget a number, a word, or something someone said, you check it quickly. You think it's fine. But each time you tell your brain, you don't need to work. Do this every day, and your memory slowly dies. Now imagine doing the opposite. You pause, close your eyes, dig deep, fight to remember. It's uncomfortable, but when it comes back, your brain says, "Thank you, I'm still alive." Memory grows through struggle, not searching. Your challenge: pick one thing you are bad at this week. Practice it, struggle through it. Doing what you're bad at tells your brain we're still growing. Only doing what you're good at is like being an old dog repeating the same trick. Boring, slow, and forgotten. Habit 9: talk deeply. Not just hi, how are you, or small talk. This will feel uncomfortable because most people speak like robots. How are you? I'm fine. Nice weather. Busy day. But when was the last time your brain felt alive in a conversation? Not entertained or distracted, but alive? Your brain needs depth, conversation that makes it think, feel, and reflect. Without it, your brain treats people like noise. 2 days later, you forget their name. A week later, you don't remember their face. Why? Nothing real happened. No emotions. No meaning. Just noise. Now imagine this. You ask someone, "What are you afraid to fail at?" They pause, open up, and say something honest. Your brain doesn't forget that. You walk away feeling connected, alive, and emotionally touched. That is what keeps your brain young. Stop asking meaningless questions, stop giving fake answers, and stop fearing silence. Ask questions that matter. What changed you this year? When was the last time you felt lost? What have you never said out loud? What do you regret? What's your biggest fear? These open people up and engage your brain deeply. If you never do this, you can have 1,000 friends and still feel lonely. Habit 10: change your daily routine. Your routine, the things you do every morning, afternoon, and evening, is quietly killing your brain. Wake up the same way. Eat the same breakfast, walk the same road, talk to the same people, watch the same shows, sleep at the same time. Repetition without variation is poison. It makes your brain lazy, stiff, and bored. Boredom is a signal, hey, I'm dying here. Now imagine waking up and brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, eating on the floor instead of the table, walking a different street, listening to a language you don't know, wearing a new color. Suddenly your brain notices, wakes up and says, wait, this is new. Pay attention. That's how you feed your brain. Small changes create big effects. Same routine equals same results. Change equals growth. You were not born to live on repeat. You were born to create. Habit 11: teach what you just learned. You don't really understand something until you can teach it. Most people read, nod, feel smart, and forget everything the next day. Why? They never used it, explained it, or shared it. Your brain is like a fire. If you don't pass the flame, it slowly goes cold. For example, you watch a video about staying calm under pressure. You understand it, but don't apply it. Your brain hasn't processed it. Now imagine teaching it to someone immediately. You organize the idea, find simple words, repeat it clearly. Later, when pressure hits, you remember, not because you rewatched, but because you taught. Teach anything you learn immediately. No need for a classroom, a friend, a sibling, your partner, a note, or even the mirror works. Teaching reorganizes knowledge, makes it matter, and keeps it in your brain longer and stronger. Habit 12, play strategy games, not mindless ones. Your brain hates boredom, but hates stupidity even more. Most people play games to escape. Tap games, bright colors, loud sounds, instant rewards. It feels fun but destroys your ability to think deeply. You train your mind to expect rewards without effort. Now try strategy games, chess, Sudoku, word puzzles, memory card games. They're hard. You lose, get stuck, make mistakes. That struggle is your brain lifting weights. The next time you're bored, instead of clicking an easy game, choose one that makes you think. You'll feel frustrated and want to quit. That's the moment your brain grows. That tiredness is not bad, it's growth. Junk games feel good, but rot your brain. Habit 13, practice intermittent fasting for mental clarity. It doesn't sound fun or easy, but your brain doesn't care about comfort. It cares about control. Most people eat too much, too often, mindlessly. When your stomach is always full, your brain becomes slow. Habit 14, exercise your body, challenge your mind. Physical activity doesn't just make your body strong, it keeps your brain young. Blood flow, oxygen, and movement help neurons grow and connect. But not just any exercise. Pick activities that challenge coordination, balance, or learning new movements. Dance, martial arts, yoga, or learning a new sport all make your brain work harder. Simple walking is good, but something that makes you think while moving is better. Your brain loves challenges. When your body struggles, your mind grows. Habit 15, embrace curiosity. Don't let life become predictable. Ask questions, explore new subjects, and follow your interests. Curiosity forces your brain to look for answers, make connections, and imagine possibilities. Watch a documentary outside your usual interests, read about a culture you don't know, try a skill that seems impossible. Every time you satisfy your curiosity, your brain lights up. You strengthen old connections and create new ones. A curious brain stays young because it is always learning, exploring, and adapting. Habit 16, control your emotions. Don't suppress them. Stress, anger, and anxiety damage the brain if they stay unchecked. Meditation, journaling, or simply naming your feelings can reduce stress and improve memory, focus, and mental clarity. Feeling emotions fully without letting them control you rewires your brain to stay resilient and strong. A calm, aware brain is a young brain. These 16 habits are simple but powerful. They are not quick hacks, they are daily choices. Using your other hand, doing one hard thing each day, limiting screens, sleeping well, walking in nature, reading challenging material, recalling without checking, learning what you're bad at, having deep conversations, changing routines, teaching, playing strategy games, intermittent fasting, exercising smartly, staying curious, and managing emotions. Each habit strengthens your brain, keeps it flexible, and protects it from aging. Your brain is not fixed. It grows when challenged, rested, and engaged. Treat it like a muscle, and it will reward you with faster thinking, sharper memory, better focus, and more energy. Start small, pick one habit today, and add another tomorrow. Over time, these habits compound. Your brain will feel alive, alert, and young, not just for a few days, but for decades. You have the power to fight brain aging and enjoy life fully, mentally sharp and vibrant no matter your age.